Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to debug a website in Chrome. So first up you'll want to open the developer tools by right clicking and going to inspect. You can do that. If you do that you'll get the element you've clicked on highlighted. So if you want to see detail about a particular element you can do that way as well. It's just an easy way to open up the DevTools. If I go to my application you can see things like cookies. And so if I go to login, you'll be able to see that I've got these additional identity cookies now, which basically my authorization used in my request to my authorized endpoints. So if I go to an endpoint, so if I go to network, this is where you can see all the API calls that have been made. So if I go to one of my pages, it'll go ahead and load up this mailing list and templates. And I can see that's called the API here. You can see the request URL, you can see the request method, the status, response headers, request headers, and you can see the response as well. So you can sort of see everything you need to about requests, and so if something's failing that's a good place to start. With styling, if you want to play around with the styling of components and without having to rerun and just sort of see it straight away, once again right click on the component, go inspect. It'll show you all the styling here. You can see the computed styling, and this shows the padding, border, margin, and any of the computed styles that it has. Or you can look at it here to sort of get an idea of where it's defined. So there's this button primary class that defines things. So if you want to apply it to everything with button primary, then you would change it here. If you just want to test out on an individual element, you can do so like so. It changes the color because I've changed the background color. You can do whatever you want CSS wise here. You can even handle hover and active and focus and everything like that. If you want to see how it looks in different devices, you can click this button here and you can select different devices from this list, or a custom sizing if you want. So it's useful if you want to sort of see how it's looking on different devices and fix bugs for different devices. Oftentimes you might hit an issue, something's failing, you don't know why. So if I'll go to counter, and if I set a breakpoint here, so anywhere that you want to see what's going on, you can just set a breakpoint and it'll hit the breakpoint if it gets to executing that code. This console window is quite useful because you can sort of inspect values here or test out commands that you want to try. So I've got this.state and it'll give me the current state. That's your breakpoints there, you can turn them on and off. It also shows you what's available locally, variable wise, and the call stack. So you can go back to where the call came from. And it'll give you the variables at that point in time too. So it's quite useful for if you encounter issues. If you want to add elements, you can actually edit the HTML directly here. You can add classes, you can do whatever you want really. So yeah, Debugging in Chrome is pretty easy. I prefer the Chrome developer tools over the other browsers, so that's what I use to debug. But sometimes you need to use other developer tools if there's an issue in a particular browser. Hope you enjoyed today's session. I'll see you guys again soon.